What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It's Amaria Brown, of course, shoot your shot. And as you may know, as I said before in my previous videos, I speak on the subject of social emotional learning. Under the subject of social emotional learning, there are 5 quadrants. That is self-awareness, self-management, positive relationship skills, social awareness, and responsible decision making. Today, we are under the quadrant of positive relationship skills. And the topic of today's discussion is conflict resolution. Now, this video can help anybody because conflict resolution is something that we're going to consistently go through within our life. It's something we're going to always run into. Okay? Whether it's a conflict between you and your spouse, you and a coworker, you and your children, you and your parents, you and a sibling, you and a classmate. If you in sports, you and your teammate, okay? Because everybody see things differently. Everybody has their own opinions and beliefs. So that's something that's inevitable, okay? And so I want to give you strategic habits on how to overcome conflict resolution, okay? So I'm not going to be long, but I want to give you, it's going to be three strategic habits that I give you to help you manage when you run into conflict with people. So let's get into it. What is conflict resolution? So conflict resolution is a way for 2 or more parties to find a peaceful solution to a disagreement. Okay, so it's 2 people, y'all having a disagreement, and y'all need to come to a resolution so that way y'all can both be in a peaceful environment without any more conflict. Okay? And one strategy that I want to give is to first and foremost be assertive. Okay, because all right, I'm gonna give you the definition. Being assertive means to act in your own best interest. It means to stand up for yourself and express your feelings honestly. So if you feel some kind of way about something, say it, right? But you don't want to say it in a way that's disrespectful or that's mean or nasty or trying to offend someone else. There's ways you can express your feelings without bursting out into anger, without screaming and yelling, without cursing people out. You know what I'm saying? Or without making somebody else feel bad. At least saying offensive things, I'll say that, because some things that you may say, whether like when you're expressing your feelings, it may make the other person feel bad, but that's not your responsibility. So it's just like anything that you can control, meaning saying things that is offensive or screaming and yelling or cursing, those are things that you can control. So it's just like you should do it in a manner where it's respectful, where you're polite and you're having manners, but you still need to stand your ground, speak up for yourself, and say how you feel. Okay, so that's one strategy. Another strategy is to be empathetic, because although you have feelings and you're expressing your feelings to that other person, keep in mind they have feelings too, right? So you whatever the conflict is, you may have a strong belief or a strong opinion about it, and the same way you do, they do as well. So you want to come to the table with an open mind and with an open heart to not just hear what they're saying, but listen, right? Because a lot of people, you could sit and just hear somebody talk, but are you really listening? And don't listen to respond. Really try to listen and see where they're coming from, right? So that way I could come to a common agreement. So that way I could, squash it in a peaceful manner. So be empathetic. Like really try to understand where that person is coming from. Like put yourself in their shoes and allow them to do the same. And the third habit I would say is to communicate. Communicate to understand, because The whole point of conflict resolution is because two people are talking, trying to come to an agreement. So of course, that's communication. But in the sense of communicating, be honest, be open, be transparent, and the other person should as well, because that's the only way you're going to effectively come to an understanding. You want to come with positive energy, right? You want to speak positively into the situation, meaning you're not coming off nasty, meaning you're not approaching the situation in a negative manner, and meaning you're not already coming to the conversation thinking it's not gonna go good, right? So you want to take all that off your mind and approach the situation with an open heart and an open mind. And like I said, communicate. Express to them how you're feeling. Express to them why you don't like whatever it is that they may be doing, or whatever the situation is happening. And they need to do the same, because nothing gets resolved if you're holding back. Because sometimes things that's not being said, people begin to fill those in with other things that's not necessarily true, right? So I'm gonna give you an example. I like to give examples so people can better understand what exactly I mean. So let's say there's two characters. We're gonna say Ashley and Vanessa, okay? And let's say they both have kids, and their kids, they both got little ones. They both about 2 years old, and they go to the same daycare, okay? And so I said Ashley and Vanessa. Let's say Ashley's child. They both have two boys. They both have a boy, right? So let's say Ashley's child. His name. His name is Chris. Ashley and Chris. Boom. So I can remember that, right? And then we got Vanessa. Let's do something with a V. Victor. Okay, Vanessa child. His name is Victor. So now they're at daycare, and what I said that first little boy name was Chris, right? Let's say Chris, he threw a toy at Victor, popped him in the head. Now Victor got a knot on his head. So of course, time to come for the parents to pick him up. Of course, Victoria, she's upset. She's upset that her kid has a knot on his head, and she's really upset that it happened because of another kid. So now she's ready to see the mom, to have a conversation with the mom, and let her know exactly how she feels, right? And Ashley, she came to pick up her child. The teachers told her what happened, what her son did, and she may be feeling some kind of way because she probably felt that Victoria's son, Victor, might have did something to make Chris react like that. Okay? So Victoria approaches Ashley, already upset and angry. Ashley is already upset and angry because she got her own stuff going on, and now she has to deal with this other situation from her child, right? And so I'm going to just give you an example. I'm just going to play this conversation out how it should go in a positive, effective manner, okay? So Victoria can approach Ashley, letting her know how she feel that her child has a big knot on his head and that her son is the cause of it. So she could tell her, I'm upset. I don't like what your son did. My son didn't deserve that. He's a good kid. He's a respectful kid. He doesn't throw toys at anybody else. I don't want my child getting toys thrown at him. Okay? Ashley can respond, I am so sorry for my child's behavior. I apologize. I understand where you're coming from, because I would be very upset if my child got hit in the head as well. I want to apologize on behalf of my son to you and to your child. Victor, I apologize to you. I'm so sorry Chris did that. I have consequences that I will give to him for the behavior he just displayed. Now, Ashley could choose to have her son apologize to him if she sees fit. That's just, that would be, I could see that being effective as well. But because, they're toddlers, she took it on her own hands. She took the responsibility of apologizing to that parent and to that child. Okay? And then Ashley could tell Victoria, I will make sure that will never happen again. I will have a conversation with him so he knows not to do that again. If you don't want your son around my child, I will understand. Maybe we can go talk to the daycare teachers to keep that space between them, keep them separate. But like I said, I will do my part so that way Chris doesn't behave in that way again. Right? So she took accountability, she took responsibility, she was polite, she had good energy, she was understanding of Victoria's feelings and of the little boy's feelings. She expressed her feelings as well. You know, she made Victoria feel secure that she would do her part so that way that doesn't happen again to her son. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that's the most responsible, mature way to handle a situation of that nature, because there's instances where people don't really know how to communicate their emotions and their feelings or their thoughts, and it may come off rude or disrespectful. And if somebody feel like they're being disrespected, then of course the other person is going to get disrespectful back, and it's just going to lead to chaos. It's going to lead to people yelling and screaming and bickering back and forth. It may even lead to an altercation, people getting into a fight, or even worse than that. So I wanted to give y'all tips and strategic habits to handle conflict resolution, things that you can do to allow the conversation go swiftly, so that everybody's feelings is heard, so that everybody can come to an agreement and an understanding and disperse in a peaceful manner. So I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope this helps. I hope you learned something new. And yeah, hope that it some light bulbs went off in your mind, or some connections, or things of that nature to help you understand. I hope you saw yourself in that scenario and portrayed how you would handle that situation as I described it. Right? I hope you pictured yourself being either Ashley or Victoria, and just respectfully communicating your emotions and your feelings, and allowing the conversation to remain peaceful and remain respectful and positive. So those are my wishes with this. I thank y'all again for watching my channel. I hope you learned something. Be sure to like and subscribe if you found this valuable, and just be on the lookout for more videos, because they're going to be rolling. Thank you.